Will Tesla stock keep going up? Okay guys, so in this video we're going to talk about Tesla stock here. So as of recording this video, the stock has hit over $800 per share. So if we take a look at the charts here, and a lot of people are wondering, can and will Tesla stock keep going up? So in this video guys, I'm going to give you guys a couple of reasons why I think Tesla stock will continue going up, and why I think that what we saw last year in 2020, that was kind of like the first inning for Tesla. So now we're kind of in the second inning now. A lot of people are familiar with Tesla. And also Elon Musk has become the richest person in the world. So the crazy thing about this is that Elon Musk actually started 2020 with just around $27 billion. And now, as of recording this video, he has a net worth of $185 billion, and most of that was due to Tesla stock. So one of the reasons why Elon Musk became so rich off of Tesla stock is simply because Tesla is basically like 5 to 10 years ahead of most of these legacy car makers. And, if you want to basically make a lot of money in the stock market, you got to be really, really ahead of the times and things like that. So that's where I think one of the reasons why Tesla stock has done so well. They're simply a very futuristic company, just like Apple was, just like Netflix, these huge disruptors that kind of shake up entire industries and force their competition to basically try to keep up. So now if we go back to Tesla stock, obviously now breaking the $800 price point, we now have a good support level at around $800 per share. But I'm going to give you guys those several reasons why I think Tesla stock will keep going up in the future, and why I think over $1,000 a share is pretty much inevitable in 2021. So to give you guys a new price target, I'm going to give you guys that price target at the end of the video. But before that, please guys smash the thumbs up button if you enjoy my content. So the first thing I want to talk about Tesla stock is that I want to give you guys a kind of back up and give you guys a more longer term view of Tesla. So if we take a look at the company, we can see that basically most of this run up happened basically due to the whole pandemic crisis, and Tesla stock had basically been, basically flatlining, and basically the same price, here or there for several years. But one of the things is that Tesla was this stock ran up late in terms of kind of where its deliveries and its production was heading. So if we take a look, over at the Investor Trip website, guys, I'm going to be updating this site more often, giving you guys more deliveries and more numbers to support a lot of my videos and a lot of my theses. So as you can see here, I went down and I covered Tesla's deliveries by quarter over the last 7 years. So as you can see here, in the most recent quarter, Q4, they did around 180,000 deliveries. And then basically in Q4 2016, that was only 22,000. And if we go all the way down to Q4 2013, we can see it just 6,000. So production has been ramping up if you take a look at those Q4s over time. So to go from Q4 2013 at 6,000 vehicles delivered to over 180,000, this is responsible for a huge part of the stock run up. And to give you guys a more long-term view, I made this graph, this column graph. You could take a look at the deliveries from 2012 until 2020. So basically we're just looking at basically every year Elon Musk and the guys at Tesla, they've delivered more vehicles for 8 straight years, and that's really translated into a lot of their stock gains. So starting in 2012, it just under 3,000 vehicles delivered to 2020, around 500,000 vehicles delivered. And with the new Shanghai factory, they're hoping to do 500,000 vehicles in China alone. So perhaps Tesla could be pushing, assuming it's doing on the same pace, it's probably going to be pushing between 600,000 to 1 million vehicles in 2021. So, a lot of this is one of the reasons the stock price is running up. It's not a bubble. It's not hype. Obviously, Tesla is trading at a very high PE ratio. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit later in this video, but just be sure that there is real deliveries and real production behind this stock. It's not just a complete bubble where people are speculating on the stock. This isn't like one of these penny stocks you might see, or some of these biotech stocks that have been running up recently, that Tesla is driven by deliveries and driven by production. And the funny thing about Tesla is that this Elon Musk, very competitive guy, I don't think he ever wants to see the deliveries drop year over year. So we can pretty much expect that throughout the rest of this decade, 2021 and beyond, that Tesla is going to try to exceed these numbers. So as long as Tesla is exceeding its deliveries, I think it's pretty safe that the stock isn't going to crash, to some low level, but it might not go straight up, but it's probably going to continue trending up over time. And now I want to discuss this PE ratio. So in this video, I mentioned, will the stock keep going up? And I think the stock will keep going up. I'm going to show you guys a couple examples of stocks in the past that have kind of followed the same path, and how these stocks have done over the long run. So I have another page talking about is Tesla overvalued or not. I want to show you guys this chart. So if we take a look at Amazon, so obviously Jeff Bezos was the richest guy in the world. He got overtaken by Elon Musk. So let's kind of look at Jeff Bezos' Amazon and see where Amazon was a couple of years ago. So if we take a look back in 2013, we can see that, we take a look at the PE ratio of Amazon. We can see that back in 2013, Amazon was trading at a PE ratio of over $1,000. And back then the stock price was $312 per share. And over the next 7 years, Amazon stock ended up 10xing that value. So that's kind of a really good example of a high growth company that was trading at a high price to earnings ratio, and that price to earnings ratio didn't really hurt the stock. Obviously, as the earnings of the company continue trending up in the future, that really stabilized the PE ratio, and investors didn't end up selling the stock. They just kept buying more and more of it. So if we were to take a look, we would probably say that Amazon had a great 2010 to 2020. Netflix stock had a great 2010, 2020. It looks like Tesla is going to be the clear leader of the 20s into 2030, just leading the whole EV movement and things like that. And be sure you guys can check out both of these articles by clicking the link in the description. So now what I want to do is I want to wrap this video up and give you guys my long-term price target on Tesla stock. So obviously we've had a huge run up here, and a lot of people might be wondering, should they take profits? And I really don't think you should be taking profits on Tesla. In fact, I was thinking of using Tesla stock as kind of a reserve, cash reserve, because as the Fed and as the government has been issuing so many stimulus checks and things like that, they've been really diluting the money supply. So the government added to the monetary supply of the US dollar over 25% over the last year, which means that the dollar has basically lost 25% of its that purchasing power and things like that. So I think, in the past, people were using banks to kind of store money and to, make money off the interest rates and things like that. But with high yield savings accounts and banks paying basically, with interest rates so low, not paying any interest, I'm thinking of looking at some alternative ways as to kind of stash money in my emergency funds. So Tesla is one of the stocks that I was looking at to handle this, and simply because it's a fast growing stock, and if you need to sell your shares and generate cash to pay for expenses or things like that, you can do it. But you also know that you're also invested in a really good company, and you're also invested in a company where the guy Elon Musk became the richest guy in the world. So obviously that's a really good strategy. That's a strategy that worked over the last 10 years with Amazon, and perhaps we can use the same strategy over the next 10 years with Tesla, guys. So it's been a great run for Tesla. Congrats to you guys that have been following my channel over the last 52 weeks, over the last year or so. I hope you guys bought some Tesla. Full disclosure, I am a Tesla shareholder, and my only regret is that I didn't buy more stock. I probably would have done a lot better if I just put all of my money into Tesla stock. But like I said, I'm not a type of person to put all of my money into one stock, but I do understand a lot of YouTubers out here that are doing that. So today, to wrap this video up, guys, I do think Tesla stock is going to keep going higher. I would say you can trade it and things like that, but don't bet against it. The trend is your friend here, and this is just the beginning of the EV movement. I would say we're in the second inning now. So last year was the first inning of Tesla stock. Now we're in the second inning, guys. So to wrap up this video and give you guys my future price target for Tesla stock, I think Tesla stock is definitely going to hit $1,000 per share, probably by the end of Q2. I would say a lot of this run-up might be a little bit subdued, and a lot of this is due to kind of the whole Biden presidency and him taking over. But I think $1,000 is a reasonable price target, which is amazing considering that the stock is up if we take a look. So it's been an amazing run for Tesla stock, guys. I would say keep buying if you can. Always do your own due diligence and things like that. But, Tesla, I think, is a great buy, here to stay for a while. So that's it until next time, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please smash the like button again if you enjoyed my content, and smash the red subscribe button to receive more future videos from me. And be sure to check out my private Discord chat and my daily stock watch newsletter. You can grab both of those in the description. So that's until next time, guys. Take care.